Hello and welcome. I'm Zach Yuson, and this is your 6 p.m. wrap. Presidential candidate Rudy Duterte downplays a warning from Amnesty International about his alleged human rights violations. Duterte says his negative human rights record is, in his words, a political gimmick of his rival, former Davao City Representative Prospero Nograles.
Started as a political gimmick of Congressman Nograles. Wala naman akong 700 na pinatay ko. Nagkulang ho sila sa kwenta. Medyo mga 1,700.
Duterte visits the Commission on Elections Tuesday to ensure his papers are all valid.
Mga naming issue na lumalabas, ako naman siguro, once and for all, magpunta ako sa Comelec. Tanungin ko lang sila kung okay ba yung papeles ko, dokumento ko. Kasi pag hindi, sabi ko, di-DQ na lang ninyo ako pagka hindi sang-ayon sa procedure.
Ombudsman Conchita Morales charges Senator J.V. Ejercito of graft and technical malversation for the allegedly anomalous procurement of high-powered firearms intended for, quote, disaster relief when he was still San Juan City Mayor in 2008. Morales said Ejercito requested authority from the City Council to buy 2.1 million pesos worth of firearms for the San Juan Police Department. But the law says high-powered firearms do not fall under disaster relief and mitigation. The Ombudsman also notes that there was no declaration placing San Juan under a state of calamity. The Philippine Supreme Court junks the petition to extend voters' registration for the 2016 polls. The SC affirmed the Commission on Elections' argument that the 120-day no registration period under the law does not determine the last day of voters' registration. This comes after the petitioner said the deadline should have been set on January 8 and not October 31. The petitioners argued the law only prohibits voters' registration 120 days before elections. The United States Supreme Court backs the ban on assault weapons with more than 10 rounds of ammunition. The 7-2 ruling comes days after a couple killed 14 people using semi-automatic rifles in San Bernardino, California. Gun owners argued the Chicago ban on assault rifles violates their rights to bear arms under the U.S. Constitution. Officials say about 5 million Americans own semi-automatic rifles. Former UFC champion Ronda Rousey says it may take her 6 months to recover from injuries she sustained in her knockout defeat to wRap last November. Rousey says, in her words, it might be 3 to 6 months before I can eat an apple, let alone take an impact. Her brutal knockout defeat is one of the biggest upsets in UFC history. Both fighters are open for a rematch once Rousey recovers. And that's your 6 p.m. wrap. Watch our daily updates at 12 noon and 6 p.m. I'm Zach Yuson. Remember, tomorrow begins today.